Hi everyone, I am live. Before it says you're live, but it's sort of darkish, and then it's all of a sudden it's light. So I always think, oh, the lighting isn't good. I think the lighting's okay. All right, so this is for the month of June for all signs. I'm going to go through all signs, and I started at. I need the glasses. I really don't like the breath glasses. I started at 12:41. So the messages go for it. The messages go for it. It's like, I don't want to hear any excuses. Oh, I can't do that. I have to wait until everything's perfect. I don't have the time. Just go for it. Just go for it in whatever way and whatever it is you want to go for. So, first, I'm going to do, hello. First, I'm going to do the general um, reading. First, I do the general, then I do the lieutenant, then I do, no, I don't even know the names of all those things. And then I'm going to do sign by sign. Okay? That's what I'm doing. And if you're there, say hello. Okay, month of June, go for it. That's the energy. And I have my tea with little roses. Isn't this cute? Whatever. It's so grandma. I really like grandma-y things. I really want more dishes. I love dishes. All right, so go for it. This is for the general collective, and this is, basically 2 o'clock. Yep, 2:00. Okay, let's see what's up for the collective for the month of June. Collective, I'm going to write it down. 2. Is my glasses straight? My hat, my face. Okay, lovely beginning. We start with the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is really about a healing, a coming together, community, finding the people and attracting the people and the energy that you want to attract. I put out love, I put out honesty, I expect and I receive honesty and love in return. And there's a healing. Don't tell yourself you can't do it, because this is all in your head. I can't do it. I'm too this. I'm too that. It's not the right time. Just do it anyway, because you learn as you go. You know. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been trying. I really trying to do something, and it just didn't work out. But I learned a lot as I went. I learned that it wasn't the right thing, and but I learned a lot, like how to use AI. There, because your destiny is changing, and it's all about taking your own destiny in your hand and saying, this is what I want to accomplish. This is what I want to manifest. This is what I want to experience. And I've learned my lesson, and I'm going into my creativity. This is a sacral center, and I'm going to see what's up in there and let it come forth. Be the light. Yeah, this is where the healing begins. And you are in charge, and you're very practical, and you're very stable, and you're very calm. So, like, I have another plan to do something else, and so I've been writing out my plan. I've been like outlining what I want to accomplish, how I'm going to accomplish it, right? And adding more. Like, that's what the day is about, aside from this. And the rain, because there's rain every day. All right. Yeah, sit and let it come to you. Sit and let it come to you. It's like, okay. So he's sort of like in a, I had the word, I lost it. He's contemplating, he's meditating, he's resting. He's like, it's almost like sometimes in bed rest, it's like, well, what's really important here? What do I really want to accomplish? What is the most important thing? What would really make me stable? What would really make me feel solid? because I have 2 4s. Okay. Yeah, I have lots of ideas coming through, and I'm going to wait until the chaos passes to make a decision so that I can end a cycle and begin a new one. And, I'm going to end on this card so that I can end a cycle and begin a new one. So it's time to say goodbye to, I can't do it. It's not the right time. It's time to say goodbye to, I'm waiting for the right time. I'm waiting. What are you waiting for? What do you, oh, it has to be perfect. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because you're going to learn as you go. You're going to learn as you go. You watch these things about some of these entrepreneurs on YouTube, oh, that's what I watch. It's part of the things I watch. And a lot of them, they're like, yeah, I'm successful now, but like I tried 10 things before this. So like get moving. All right. I'm going to show you everything. All right. Your destiny is about to change, but you have to get out of your own way mentally and invite your heart in so that you can heal and make something solid and stable as you get quiet. The chaos will pass. It's time to start a new story. That is for the collective. Okay. Now we put the cards back together. Oh, and by the way, Nancy and I are going to start. Nancy wasn't feeling well. So Nancy and I are going to start the tarot classes by the end of the month. We need a few more signups to begin the class. The information is below. I have 2 books available for purchase. One of them is Tarot Decoded, so it goes through every card and it gives you an explanation, digital. And then the other one is the Shadow Work Tarot Workbook, 39 spreads. It gives you the questions to ask to see what you're hiding from yourself. That's available digitally, and they're on sale. If you buy both, they're on sale. Or you could buy it physically, or you could buy it on Amazon. The Amazon link is below, but everything else is. All right. Let's start with Aries. Okay. Okay, Aries, June, go for it. Aries, June, go for it. Okay, write down the Aries. 7:45. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You have a strategy that will bring you into balance. You're using your intuition. To manifest your desires. And you have boundaries. You have boundaries, which is really good. Because, sometimes, like my phone has been off for a few days. It's just on vibrate. And it's so much easier to work that way. It's so much, because otherwise it's all this crazy making. Oh, someone put something up on Instagram. I don't really care. I have things to do. All right. Yeah, you have a really clear idea of where you're going, and it's new and it's fresh and it's good. It's the beginning of something that's really fulfilling emotionally. Very nice. Hi, Seascape. You're Cancer, right? We're getting there. I'm only an Aries. You know how to be practical and love yourself through this process in order to manifest your desires. Really nice reading, Aries. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, let's go, Aries. Here we go. Your intuition is really strong and really clear. You have a strategy as to how you can manifest your desires. And you have boundaries as well. It's a fresh new outlook of love, self-care, and fulfillment. Really nice, Aries. Really nice. Really nice. Okay. Okay, seascape, what's next? Aries, Taurus, Taurus. Okay. You'd think I'd know I do know it. The order. Okay, Taurus, here we go. Shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. I like doing lives, right? Lives are fun. I hate my glasses, though. I really do. I don't hate them, but you know what it is? They're so scratched up that everything's a little blurry. I mean, so I didn't buy the most expensive pair of glasses. I'm gonna have to get a new pair. Yeah, it's well, I just do it a lot, so I'm good at the order. Taurus. And the thing is also there's an order to it. It goes fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. It does that. All right, Taurus. Oh, something fell out. That fell out. Okay, Taurus. So that being the first card, it's a fascinating little card, actually. Two, it's about choices. So this one is like she can't really make up her mind because she doesn't see the whole picture, right? So she doesn't see the whole picture, and it's kind of like this battle between her head and her heart. The answer is always follow your heart. There you go. So here we begin, Taurus. Follow your heart in a new direction, toward a new goal, toward a new adventure that's full of. Hi, Christy. I'm doing Taurus. That's full of hope and inspiration and like a new reflection. Yeah, it's time to move forward into the future and let go of the past. You're being led towards something that's more calm. You've walked away from the fight, you've walked away from the battle. This could be a battle inside yourself. This could be a battle. It's like, I decided not to fight anymore. I decided not to fight anymore. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson, and I can't be in the past in the battle. I have to move forward into the future so that I can hear the message and be reborn. Because if I keep on going back, all I have is, I'm going to keep on going over the same thing over and over in my head, and I like it's in my way. It's in my way. And what I want to attract is more loving people, a more loving attitude, a more fulfilling and more balanced, healing energy. And I'm going to defend myself against all the negative thinking, all the negative people, all the negative stuff in the past. I can't, you know, like if there's somebody in the family who always wants you to get involved in all that and the garbage, it's like I don't have time for this. I'm building a business. I'm creating work. I'm writing a book. I'm learning how to hike. I can't be bothered with this, and so I'm not going to be bothered with it. I put up a wall. I put up a wall, which I think is a good wall. All right. This was Taurus. What time did I start? Shit. All right. I'm going to say 10. I hope it's right. Taurus. I have a new inspiration that I can go forward with. I have to trust my heart, walk away from the past, walk away from the anger and the resentment, and realize that that's the end of a cycle and that there's a new cycle coming in. I will not go back to being in a state of anxiety. I'm going into a place of peace, and I'm defending myself against the past. Okay, Taurus. Interesting. All right, now I'm going to put the cards together, and we're into Gemini. All right, first we do this. I hope everyone's well. So, you know, we had the remnants. We had like a little bit of that storm last night. It's going up. I think it's going up into California. It's probably going to hit like Tijuana today. It's, you know, was supposed to be a hurricane, didn't turn into one, but it was plenty of rain. So it rained all night, rained all night. And it's going to rain again starting at 6. You know, basically we have two seasons here, rainy and dry. Okay, this is for Gemini. Wish I remembered what time Taurus started. This is for Gemini, and the energy for everyone is go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it. Gemini. $16.30. Hello, Gemini. All right, the energy is go for it. Check out your rising. Check out your, you know, moon. All right, Gemini, 1, 2 for June. Nice. Huh. All right, I have the Ace of Cups, I have the Emperor, and the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is really nice. The Ace of Cups is like the beginning of some new heartfelt, could be a relationship, something that, you know, you love, that makes you feel full and good and blessed. They say it's kind of a card of blessing. And then we have the Emperor. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to make this solid and stable and in here and in the real world. And I have the card of joy. So, and it's also this card of community, artistic inspiration. And, you know, I think it's about, you know, getting these messages or these feelings and like anchoring them in, anchoring them in with others. Okay, lovely. Could be a June wedding. I just got that. It could be a June wedding. Okay. Yeah. Take what works and leave the rest behind. Go confidently with your thoughts and with your ideas and leave the rest behind. Use your intuition in a really, really positive, loving way so you can be fulfilled. These are really nice. This is the wish card. And don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to go on a new adventure, to, you know, be expansive. That's where the healing is. You know, you might come up against this mental stuff that says, I can't do it, I'm not worth it. Like, put that on the side and just move forward anyway. You know, there's a lot of this. You don't fight the negative. Don't fight the negative. You know, bring it into the light. You know, burn your light through it. Don't fight it, because you fight it, it gets stronger. All right. Here we go, Gemini. Oh, that works. Okay. In a sense of joy, I'm going to establish something new. And I'm going to utilize what works and leave the rest behind. I'm using my intuition and my loving motherly energy in order to satisfy myself and to feel safe and comfortable. My negative thoughts, I'm going to incorporate them and make them into something healing so that I can move forward into the future with a sense of love. Nice. Okay, Gemini, that was lovely. That was lovely. Okay, put the cards back together. And now it's time for Cancer. All right. Okay. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Yay. Away we go. Oh, and I have a tarot cheat sheet. If you follow along with tarot readers and you kind of want to understand what the cards are saying or what they do, I mean, you can take our class, but I have a tarot cheat sheet where I give you like 3 keywords on each. So, download it if you're interested. And Nancy and I are beginning classes by the end of the month. We don't know when, but by the end of the month. Nancy wasn't feeling well, and now she's feeling better. And that's good because I'm ready to teach. I love to teach. And I'm not going to forget where to put the beginning. So I'm a quarter of the way through. Well, after this reading, I will be. Cancer is at 21:25. Away we go. Okay, Cancer. What does June hold for you? And happy birthday, right? If you're happy birthday. I mean, some Cancers are July, but okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. The time is now to bring myself in, and when I say me, I mean you, to bring myself into harmony. And I have a strategy of how to do it, and I'm going to act on the strategy in the physical world. All right. And I know I'm supported in this. I know that my spirit is with me. I know that my ancestors are with me. I know that I'm supported and beloved in this toward a sense of freedom. I'm going to trust my heart because I know where my head leads me. It's especially important also, really, for the water signs to trust their heart, because that's your superpower. As a water sign, that's your superpower. Your feelings are your superpower, so utilize them. All right, in order to transform completely. I think it's a great card. I think it's one of the best cards in the deck. And to release myself and the boundaries that I put up around myself. This is interesting. This is like a self thing. It's like I'm going to release myself from the boundaries that I put up in my head. Oh, I don't have this. I can't do that. I'm too this. I'm too that. I'm releasing myself from that. I'm going to pretend I'm somebody else. Tea time. Oh, okay. In order to become stable, in order to become more comfortable in my skin, Archangel Michael is with me. Archangel Michael has this really clear direction. So it's like if I don't really know what I'm doing or if I'm unsure, it's like, Michael, can you help me with your clarity to cut through all the things that are unnecessary, all the things that don't serve me anymore, so that I can be more fulfilled, more comfortable, more wealthy, more, I don't know, at ease. I mean, I have the death card here. The death card's a big card. It's a really big card. It's really about complete transformation. It's the phoenix. It's the death and the rebirth. I'm going to let go of this. I'm going to let it die. I'm going to let that fire simmer down. And out of that fire simmering down, just when I thought it was completely over and done, so I have a day or two to look at the charred remains, right? And all of a sudden this phoenix comes out and starts flying around. Like, that's what the Death card's about. All right. Yeah. I have all the skills that I need to bring myself into harmony. I know with my magical cat when to act. I'm loved and supported. My heart can lead me toward a transformation. Archangel Michael can help me to become more stable and to release myself from my own bondage. Quite a little spiritual message there, Cancer. Quite. Okay. Next is Leo. Getting into summertime. It's getting warm here already. So it's, it's like maybe, I don't know, 72, 75, something like that. And it's, cloudy-ish. It's not cloudy, but it's partly cloudy. So it's not as bright as it. So I go into the store to buy something, and she's sitting there wearing a coat. I'm like, "You're cold?" "Oh, es muy frío." It's 75 degrees. You're welcome, Seaskid. Okay. What's your rising? What's your rising? This is Leo time. Leo's my moon. My moon is in Leo, I should say. Oh, let me write it down. Let me write it down. This is for Leo. This is for June. This is for Go For It. And I think Leo begins in June, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm all confused. 2659. All right. Okay, Leo. Here we go. Go for it. Go for it. Leo's good at going for it. Leo's really good at going for it. Okay. I'm going to pour myself some more tea so they don't get parched. It's too bad I don't have like, what do you call it? The sound effects. I could do a glug, glug, glug. Right. One more shuffle. Away we go, Leo. This is for June. Ten of Wands, Strength, Emperor. The Emperor's come up a lot, hasn't it? I'm dropping the burden. I've collected everything I need to collect. I've decided what's good, what's not good. I'm dropping that burden. I'm moving on to something new. And I'm going to get in touch with my own spirit, my own eternity, and have it lead me towards something that is emboldening, something that is encouraging, something that is worth my while, worth my time, worth my Leo self. Mm-hmm. And I am in charge, and I am delegating, maybe to myself and in my mind, how to move forward. And I'm not going to move in a impulsive way. I'm going to sit and contemplate and decide what it is that's really important to me. What do I really want? What do I really want? To be stable, to be secure. How am I going to accomplish that? And I get this feeling with this reading so far, like I'm going to move slowly and steadily in a very even keel pace. And, on Monday, I'm going to do this for 2 hours. I'm going to accomplish that. And once that's accomplished, I'm going to move on to B. And if it takes till Tuesday afternoon, it takes till Tuesday afternoon. Like that. Yeah. And I'm not just going to pick up anything that's offered. It has to be the right thing. But I do have 3 4s. And 3 and 4s are about stability. And it's about the earth plane. And it's about practicality. And I'm going to take responsibility and involve and do it in a fair manner, in a fair and balanced manner. And whatever disappointments come up, I'm just going to let them pass, you know, because sometimes it's like you work, like this is what's happened to me for the past like 2 weeks. I'm working like a dog on something every day. And it didn't amount to anything. Very disappointing, really disappointing. And once I decided to let go, once I decided to say, okay, it didn't work out, it wasn't like meant to be. Once I cleared my mind of that, because I got a little obsessive, like other ideas came in. It's like, I need to let go of that. And, you know, and if it comes back another time and I can figure it out, or I have the tools, or I have maybe more experience or something, and I decide to do it, that's great. But it was like, no, you really need to let go of this. You really need to let go of this. And that's what I did. And it really freed me up. It really freed me up. All right. Leo, you're in charge. You have the strength. You're led by spirit. Let go of what doesn't work anymore. Think about what it is that you want to accomplish. And, you know, you have the ability to make yourself solid and secure and it's stable. And you don't have to just pick up anything. And the disappointment is gone. So let it go down the road. If you need to ask for help, ask for help. And that's taking full responsibility. Interesting reading. All right, Virgo. We're getting into fall already. I'm getting cool. The very beginning of fall, the very end of summer. Actually, it's one of my favorite times of year. All right, and I'm a Virgo rising. So listen, later on this week, I'm going to have a guest on. I'm going to talk about some spiritual stuff. And it's just, you know, it's not somebody who has a YouTube channel. It's just somebody I'm in touch with who's my friend. And, you know, we talk about spiritual topics. And if anybody wants to come on to my channel and start, you know, it's like, well, you know, I have a different take on things, or I have a similar take on things, or this is the way I see things going, or this is what I'm feeling is going on, and somebody wants to come and be on my channel and have a little conversation that can hopefully help others, I'm open to that. Or if somebody is like, maybe you're an amateur numerologist or astrologer or healer or, you know, something to that effect, I'm more than happy. So just contact me. I'm easy to contact. I want to have, you know, some guests on. That'd be nice. People other than, you know, who have a YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to grow and you only have like 15 subscribers or something, contact me. Let's have a conversation about hope, about beauty, about love, about, I don't know, nice things. All right. Virgo, do it without the glasses, Jeffrey, is 3355. That's good. Hi, Virgo. This is the reading for the month of June. Go for it is the energy, and it's, you know, basically, you know, I have a lot of Virgo rising, so it's like, oh, I didn't get it perfect. No. It's like, just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. Oh, it's not perfect. Just put it up anyway. Oh, okay. I thought it was the Emperor again. All right, Virgo. I have the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Eight. The Hierophant is about receiving spiritual information. The Hierophant is, you know, about establishing something with the help or through the guidance of spirit that is harmonizing and kind of brings two pieces together and like kind of forms It's almost like a new contract with the divine. I think, like, if you harmonize yourself with, like, your own light and the light of heaven, and in a state of harmony, then a lot of creative ideas will come out of that, and you'll know what to let go of. You'll know what doesn't work anymore, what you can't revive, and you'll find, you'll know what to leave behind and where to go toward, because he's doing both. This is a spiritual quest. It's a very spiritual reading, actually. If I have the Hierophant and the Lovers, the Lovers are about harmony. It's a Garden of Eden. I already have 2 eights. Eights are about awareness and abundance. Yeah, the magic is with you. The magic is with you. It's almost like you grew something in your own garden and now you're ready to share it. This is sort of a mini Virgo card too. It's like you grew something in your garden and now you're ready to share it or to help it grow in a new way. Wow. I think it's about sharing. Really nice. There's this real energy. Look, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 garden cards here. So it's like something you have helped to grow inside yourself or in the physical world that you're ready to present and to share and to nourish others with. I have a plant upstairs, and it's so cool. And it's a succulent, and it looks, like the shape is, I don't know what the shape is. I'm going to try to show you. It's very succulenty. It's like this, basically, right? But the leaves are like kind of purple black. They're like amazing. Anyway, it was doing really well. It was kind of tall, and it had the one flower. And then all of a sudden, it just like, I was like, what the hell happened to you? So I cut it down, and I even cut like the stem, because it was pretty high. And I cut the stem, and I put it into a million. Anyway, the original one, it's growing all these. So I'm going to be able to cut them off and like make little babies. I'm so excited. So it's so freaking cool. It's kind of like purple black. It's like, it's like such a dark purple that it's black, and it's kind of shiny. Like the leaves are like waxy. I can't wait for it to grow. I mean, it's already growing. All right. Sorry. Yeah, look, you got strength too. Virgo, there's something you've been working on or something you've been growing that it's like time to share. It's beautiful. This is really beautiful. This is the most beautiful reading so far, in my humble opinion. Okay, away we go. You got a lot of ideas about how to bring the duality together, how to make a new contract with the divine inside of yourself. You've been getting messages. You know what doesn't work anymore. You already tried that. And you're walking away from something that used to be fulfilling but isn't fulfilling anymore. There's something that's more fulfilling. And you know that you're being led through time in this to, be in the abundance of it and the nourishment and the creativity. And she's giving birth to a sense of strength, a sense of courage, a sense of fierceness, of power. It feels like you're supposed to share it with the world. That is Virgo. That was just Virgo. But I'm going through in order. So I already did Taurus all the way through, and now we're into Libra. And I'm going to, when I put the whole thing up, I'm going to have the, what time it is. I missed Taurus. I have to go and look at the video again and then put the Taurus number in. That was Virgo. That was a really beautiful reading, really beautiful. And this is for the month of June, and the overall energy is go for it. What is it? Well, I don't know. It's different for every sign. Energy is go for it. What is it? Well, I don't know. It's different for every sign. Oh, I can't do that. I won't do that. I'm scared to do that. That's tough. That's what I have to say. Tough noogies. I don't even know what that means. Probably children don't even use that expression anymore. All right, got to shuffle. It's interesting though, even with the shuffling, there are certain cards that just, hello. We are up to Libra. I'm going through all signs. All my marketing is below. How do you like that? I'm a real salesman. But that's really the way to sell. I used to work at a store for a million years. I grew up working in stores. And, you jump on that customer and they're like, get the hell away from me. You let them mosey around. You say, how you doing? I'm here. Nice day. I can't believe the amount of rain. Whatever. Light. Keep it light. Friendly, light. And then they look and they're in the turtleneck section and they go, do you have any orange turtlenecks? It's like, as a matter of fact, I do. 1, 2. Oh, Libra is at 4130. Hi, Libra, 4130. Right on time. La Luna, the 6 of Cups, and the Empress. All right. That's what it is. Okay. The Moon is really a card of intuition, of being beckoned, of like not really knowing what it is. It's like, I don't know, I have this feeling. It's like that's the energy of the Moon. It's like, I don't know, I have this feeling. Like I should do something. I should call someone. I should go somewhere. I should try something. I should wear something new, wake up at a different time, go to a different store, whatever. And being called and being beckoned, So like my intuition is leading the way. It's not 100% clear, but what it's having you look at is the past. What it's having you look at is like a kindness from the past, and to like really recollect and recollect both. You see, remember, right? To remember something is to bring it together, like remembrance, a remembrance of something that was really fertile and loving and creative and full and flowing. And it's almost like your higher self is leading you back toward a place that maybe you've forgotten or you haven't thought of in a long time, but it was something really lovely and kind and giving and nourishing, like soul nourishing. Really lovely beginning. Yeah, a recollection of joy, of community, and maybe it's about bringing that in. Maybe it's about honoring and bringing that energy into the now, into the into June. Yeah, well, now is June. I'm doing it on June 1st. Yay. Okay. Wow. It's like you're being led by heaven. Not like you are. Toward a new hope, a new inspiration, a new reflection, a new inspiration. And you know how to get there. You know how to get there, and you're gonna go and you're gonna get on the horse and go, whether you know how to ride a horse or not. Horses are a little scary, I gotta say. Um, you know how to get there, and you have a strategy as how to get there. Real nice, real nice. Oh, your intuition's super strong. Your intuition is super strong, and your motherly instinct, that kind motherly instinct is there, right? Like, I know what makes me feel safe, feel comfortable, feel loved, and I know how to get back there. It's almost like, you know what it feels like? It feels like a remothering of yourself, or re-grandmothering, even better. You know, because mommy has rules. Grandma, not so much. You want to run around and scream? Go ahead, run around and scream. You know, you want the second doll? Sure, I'll get you the second doll. And grandma, you know. Oh my God, there's a real healing. It's a real healing. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. Really, it's healing. You know, healing, but also to be able to bring it into the physical world. So, this is a really good example. This would be when you were a little kid, you know, you went to camp or whatever, or you had a little art class and you loved it. And then, I don't know, you got busy, you forgot about it, you said, oh, I can't do that. And it's almost like you go and you buy coloring books. It's almost like you go and buy coloring books. And it's like, oh, let's make it purple. Ooh, you know. And maybe you had like, you know, sometimes you have a teacher think, well, you know, a house can't be purple. Well, you should move to Mexico. You know, a house can be any color you want. Believe me. You want mint green, you can have mint green. You want bright yellow, you can have bright yellow. You want shocking pink, you can have shocking pink, whatever. Um, that's the energy. It's like reclaiming this like childhood sweet memory and reclaiming the feeling for yourself of like nurturing, of comfort, of love, of safety, of healing, of inspiration, of like that, like that. It's really nice. It feels really good. Okay. You want to experience the abundance of the past, and you're being led there. You're not really quite sure where it's going, but it's like maybe I'll even take some people along with me, uh, you know, to receive the blessing. I know how to get there, and I know how to do it in the physical world in order to like rebalance myself and to love myself in a way, in the way that the perfect mother loves you. It's really nice. It's really healing. Feels really good. Feels really soft and kind and nurturing and comforting and really beautiful. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. Okay. Away we go. Scorpio time. I thought this was going to be an hour video, and I'm already at 48 minutes, and I'm only at Scorpio. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 after Scorpio. Yeah. Okay, Scorpio. I'm going to write it down because I want to put the thing on the timestamps. Okay, Scorpio. If you've watched me before, you know I'm a Scorpio. This is kind of mind reading. So if the cards aren't good, all of a sudden, it'll seem like the video stopped because it did, and then I'll be wearing a different outfit and, just pull new cards. It's hard to read for yourself, I have to say. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see. 49:15. Beautiful. Hi, Scorpio. This is time for the June reading. Go for it is the message. One more shuffle, and away we go. And by the way, to everyone, all the marketing is below. I have 2 books available for purchase. I have tarot classes. I have a free tarot cheat sheet. And that was a bad shuffle. And we're going to have to reshuffle, and then we get to Scorpio. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, you're going to have to shut off all the nonsense in your head and this idea and that idea and this one thinks that and that one thinks this in order to manifest what it is you desire, because you have all the tools. You have to use your intuition in a really fertile way. And, this card, it's a 2. So 2s, it's a high priestess, by the way. It's the magician, the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a little chaotic. Nothing really gets done in the 5 of Wands. Everyone has an opinion and everybody walks away unsatisfied because nobody got to do what they want to do. But then the magician shows up, and the magician is really empowered. The magician is like super empowered, he understands himself as a divine being, as an eternal being, understands that all the tools are at his disposal. Maybe he knows how to use one better than another, but, they're all there. And then, she comes through, and this is card 1, this is card 2. And she's Isis, and she creates out of the darkness and the light. So, sometimes you have some situation or some experience that was like, oh my God, that was a disaster. But you learn something from it, You learn what not to do. You learned who not to call. You learn what time not to wake up. You learned, right? And I'm going to utilize that. It's like, okay, I'm going to, form this with the understanding of the darkness as well as the light, right? Toward joy and creativity. This card's come up a lot too. Nice. So that I can be satisfied. Really nice. And safe and comfortable and feel fulfilled emotionally. I'm going to drop the burden of what no longer works. I'm going to stop trying to beat a dead horse. And I'm going to get to work. And start something new. Because I've got lots of ideas. But, sometimes it's like the ideas don't start until you begin first. It's nice to have ideas, but it's like, oh, well, I wanted to open this sort of business, whatever it is. And then, you begin it, and then you realize it's like, well, it's this adjunct to the business that's actually better, more interesting, making more money. But you won't know until you start something. And the whole energy is go for it. It's not about sitting and thinking, it's about doing. All right. Ooh, okay. My intuition helps me to utilize my gifts and what I came in with. Whatever nonsense is going on in my head, I need to let go of and see myself as calm and safe and comfortable and enjoy. And utilize that as the energy to move forward, to start something new so that even more can come. It's not a very definitive thing, but it's really about movement and learning as you are going. There's a lot of movement here. This is really very much a card of movement. This is really very much a card of movement. So that's the energy. It's like get moving. It figures you out. You figure it out. It figures you out, like that. Okay. That is Scorpio. Now we move into Sagittarius, and first we shuffle and then we write down the numbers. I hope everyone's having a lovely Sunday. I go on these tangents on YouTube sometimes. There's so much fascinating stuff out there. There really is. You can learn about so much. I like to learn. So there's all kinds of documentaries like on nature. You get really specific. Oh, I want to learn about alligators. Oh, I want to learn about the jungle. I like to watch geology ones too. I like to watch ancient civilizations. I like to watch ones about how to use AI. I like to watch ones about. I like to watch the singing shows. I really like the singing shows. All right. It's incredible what's available, right? Oh, I have to go to the library. I have to look it up. I mean, it's nice to go to the library, but you don't have to anymore. All right. This is at 55, say 30. Okay. Sagittarius. Go for it is the energy. And, you know, you're a fire sign. You're really good at going for it. You're good at that. And this is for the month of June. And, you know, go check out your rising and your moon and your Venus and your Sun and your Mercury and your Neptune and Mars and Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus and Pluto and Chiron. Be with me all day. All right. When I used to do these separately, when I first started, I would change my clothing for every single one, or I would do, say, a green shirt for like all the water signs, and then like a purple shirt for all the air signs or something. And like now it's like I just move with it. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay. The King of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Lovely. The Six of Wands. Okay. Well, fire, you know, wands are fire. You're a fire. And, you know, fire is about creativity. And, you know, the King of Wands takes full responsibility, moves on it. You know, he knows how to do it. He's got new ideas, new plans, and he's supported. Nice beginning. There's no rhyme and reason to the music that they play in the building. It's so all over the place. And this sounds like, I don't know, it's like a cross between sci-fi and choral music. I don't know how else to describe it. Sounds like, I don't know, it belongs in like a sci-fi Gregorian chant or something. Okay. The Star. Wow. You. Temperance. And the Hanged Man. Wow. Okay. I got three biggies. The Star is about having a new inspiration, using your intuition, grounding it down into the earth. You know, it's like you're getting messages from heaven and you're able to receive them. You're open to receive them, and now you're going to be able to do something with them that will heal you and bring you back into balance. And you willingly give up what doesn't work anymore. So there's a real sense of clarity in this reading because I have this. There's a real sense of spiritual clarity, of what to utilize from the past, what to let go of from the past, what to take responsibility for, what to let go of, how to move forward in a clear manner, how to like gather the support that you need and that you relish. And you're being led down a path that is not 100% clear, but you have faith that it's going to work out. Like, I think there's a clarity about some like attitude or a position that you've been in, like a position that you've held. Let's put it that way. Like oh, it has to be like a limited view, or and it's like I have to let go of that. And if I let go of that, then like I open up the door. You know, it's almost like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And then you open the door, and then whatever happens, happens. And it's like, well, now I know what I'm dealing with, and I know. It's like maybe the door that you had that you were afraid to open opens on its own, or you decide to open it, and it's not as big and scary as you thought it was. It's actually useful. Yeah, and the door is grief. It's about letting go of something in order to really heal. Letting go of a sadness or a grief or a deep disappointment in order to rebalance yourself, in order to heal, in order to allow yourself to be supported so that you can move hopefully, into the future with hope. This is I can really feel this one. This is really like deep spiritual healing going on here. Yeah. And there's a real shedding of like an identity or a real shedding of an attitude, a habit that will free you. Just like a shadow work kind of reading, really is. All right, let me show you. I take responsibility for my thoughts and my actions. I know what has to be let go of so that I can rebalance myself and receive new information. And I intuitively know how to go down this road. And I know there's an emotional release that has to happen in order for me to be able to see the light and to move in a new direction. Let go of what doesn't serve me and receive what's there waiting for me. Very spiritual reading. All right, that was Sagittarius. We are coming into Aquarius land. No. Capricorn. I don't want to miss anyone. Capricorn. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle. All right. Check out all my links below. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's exhausting doing 12 readings in one. It's also like if you're with somebody, it's different because you're interacting with them and you're really trying to like help them form questions and see things, and it's still little when I don't have anyone asking me, it's a little like, okay, just it's more fun to work with somebody than to work on your own. Sometimes. All right. This is going to be Capricorn for the month of June, and the energy is go for it. And the timing, let me write it down. Capricornicus is 103. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for the month of June. So it's your half birthday. 1, 2, 3. All right. You're getting spiritual information, and you really want to establish something, and then you have all this craziness around you, and it's like, I'm cutting that out. I'm cutting that out. I got it really, really clear. Is there anything here that's worthwhile? Is there anything here that's useful? Is there anything here that's, like I'm going to cut out all that nonsense in my head because I have to establish, and I'm going to let go. This just came up. I'm going to let go. Is this too better? Are the things that no longer serve me? Of the things of like the chaos. I'm letting go of the chaos, the self-imposed or the outside chaos. It's got to go because I have things to do. And I'm going to be really practical. I'm going to be super practical in the physical world about how I go about this, but you're like a super practical sign anyway. And I'm going to utilize what's sharp and good, and run with it. You know, maybe even if it's somebody else's idea, I'm going to make it better and make it mine and run with it in a confident manner because I trust my thinking now that I've let go of all that nonsense. Because if I don't, I'm just going to be in a state of anxiety. So I need to really do a real number here, you know. And sometimes when we let go of one thing, you know, it's almost like you start cleaning the house, let's say. You start cleaning the refrigerator. And let's say, you know, you hate cleaning the refrigerator and there's so much in there. And it's like, oh, like this jelly, you know, whatever, gotta go. And as you're cleaning, it's like, well, there's still that in there. Like you're going to clean out even more. You're going to clean out even more. Like once you get started with like doing like spiritual surgery on yourself, it's like one thing is going to come up and then another thing is going to come up and then another. And it's like, okay, let's get rid of all of it. You know, I'm hiring a dumpster. Like I'm done. Yeah. All these hidden things are going to be able to come out and that will be useful so that you can bring yourself back into balance. So you can bring yourself back into balance. And, you know, I just got, this is Libra, this is Taurus. They're both ruled by Venus. And we begin and end the reading there. You know, and Venus is really about comfort and love and fertility, gross. So this whole process is about going through it in a loving, kind, growthful manner. Is that the right word? I don't know. I think that's the right word. Okay. Sorry. Where we go. Okay, Sag. I have a really clear understanding of where the chaos is. And I'm going to be really calm and discern and release and hang on to what works and utilize the good ideas. The denial has been broken, and I'm deeply in touch with my subconscious. And I'm going to bring myself back into balance in a loving manner. There's like a spiritual surgery going on here, for sure. I think one of the other signs had something similar. I think Sag had it. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it is sometimes. And it's good. It's good. Sometimes we need to like really clean our own, I don't know, energy, our own thoughts, our own habits. It's good. Because then you make room for new things, you know, for the new growth that comes in, for the new understanding of yourself and the world. All right, we got two more. Aquarius on the way. We're almost at the end of the year. It's already February. Brr, brr. The weather's always the same here. It's always the same. Machine might say 75, 85 during the day. At night, it's somewhere between, say, I don't know, 54 and 61 all year. It's kind of nice. I like it. Because it's cool in the morning and the evening. So it's nice. All right. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Next is Aquarius. La, 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 la. Aquarius is at 109. All right. Hi, Aquarius. This is for the month of June. The message is go for it. Oh, it's not perfect. Oh, I have to wait till Tuesday. Oh, I'm waiting for a phone call from my friend. Wait no more. Get on it. All right, Aquarius. Here, away we go. Tea time. Two of Swords. Six of Wands. 3. I don't really know which way to go. When I say I mean you. I don't know whether to trust my heart or my head, but I know I'm supported in whatever I do. Maybe I've experienced heartache, but I still have support. So it's all about, sometimes it's about, well, do I want to concentrate on the people who didn't support me, or do I want to concentrate on the ones that do support me? What, because that'll change my perspective one way or another, right? And, I have 2 6s, and the 6s are really very loving and very supportive and very, there's a sense of family, a sense of movement, a sense of balance, there's a sense of perseverance. That's where the transformation is. I think the transformation here is really about, do I want to concentrate on the things like the betrayal, or do I want to, or the heartache, or the grief, or do I want to concentrate on the hope, on the support, on the kindness? And I think that's the transformation. Toward love. And balance and harmony. And bringing together there are choices. I mean, it's a choice. Do I want to live in harmony? So, you see this card, and it's Adam and Eve in the garden. The angel's here. So you could see them as being in balance or being in harmony, or you could see them as vulnerable. You could see them as, they're just about to be thrown out. You could see, right? You could see it a lot of different ways. I think this is about making a new contract with yourself, with a sense of harmony inside of yourself, and cutting out what doesn't work anymore. Just cutting out what doesn't work anymore. So there's someone I'm sort of friendly with here, and they were supposed to have a party, and then they canceled the day of, and then they were having it another day, and then they, changed the thing. It's like, I don't got the time for that. Like if I have a plan to meet somebody at Saturday at 2, okay, 2:30, train is late, but you cancel day of, and then next week it's like, oh well, no, no time for this. Summon your strength. Summon your strength and your spirit and your eternity to help you through this phase. And the phase is really understanding heartache. I'm getting a whole download. Heartache as part of, as information. Like, even when things don't work out, there's always some kind of gift there. It's like, well, I thought I could trust this person or this situation, and now I realize I can't. And that's information. So it's like, well, it's time to shift gears. It's time to look on a new road. It's time to ask somebody else. It's time to not be so reliant. It's time to rely on my own strength. It's time to, so it's information. It's always a gift. It might not feel like a gift when it's going on, but it is. All right. Should I trust my heart and my head? I know I'm supported, but I've been disappointed. But if I continue to go deeper into my heart, into my feeling, then the real transformation can happen. And then I can give and receive what I need in a balanced fashion and cut out what doesn't work, because I'm strong enough to know the difference between what's right and what's wrong, what's the truth and what's false. Because my eternal spirit is guiding me. And, you know, sometimes I think it's like we have a plan in our head or an idea of the way things have to be or supposed to be, and it never really works out exactly the way you think. It's like, but do I trust that the universe is benevolent or not? Like that, and if I don't, how can I get to that place? Even if I fake my way into it. That's my message for you, Aquarius. All right. Now, we're putting them back together, and then I do Pisces, and then I don't know, take a little rest, and then I take a little rest. That's what I do. Because I have a plan after the rest. It's like, you might need to rest longer than you think. So, it's not very sunny here. And when it's not sunny, it's hard to really have, the energy that you. That's why I like Mexico, because it's, it's not dark. It's not sunny. So, because the sun gives me energy. I love the sun. All right. Pisces. All right, Pisces, you're so patient. I mean, maybe you're just tuning in right now, but maybe next month I'll go backwards. So this is for the month of June for the sign of Pisces. I have lots of stuff available for purchase. It's all below. Classes, readings, books, etc. All right, Pisces is at 117.25. Okay. Hello, Pisces. Away we go. Go for it is the energy. This is for the month of June. Away we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're going to have some choices to make. There are definitely some choices to make. Financial choices, physical choices, mental choices. But I think you're going to get really clear. It feels like you're going to get really clear. It's like, well, this, no, yes. You might make, how like when you go through your clothes, you go through like some clothes you haven't gone through. It's like in the back of the closet, and there's a yes pile, a no pile, and a maybe pile. Well, I think you're going to have 3 piles. And then you're going to begin anew. So the no's have to be thrown away. Remember that. Not enough to just put them in a pile. You have to throw them away or give them away or whatever away. And if you really want to be clear and clean, then get rid of the maybes also. But I don't want to get rid of the maybe. Just get rid of them. Oh, get rid of them. So you can start fresh. And let things flow. And move forward. Exciting. Very exciting. And learn new things and be open to new ideas. But you can't do it. I got really good cards coming up, man. They have the 3. So it's really a card of hope, looking in a new place, expecting good things. Look, all the cards are yellow. Look at this. Look at this. All of a sudden, it just the whole thing. Here it's like blue and sort of like misty and unsure, and but you have him in the middle, and he's the most powerful out of these cards. So you know, and he's the butcher. So he's going to eliminate, like, maybe it's like, I'm, you know, I don't use the cable, I'm cutting it out. I'm not sure whether to trust my heart and my head. I'm going to trust my heart and see what happens. And then all the yellow, all the hope comes through. Colors are important. And then I'm going to make it into action with the red, right? I'm going to go deep into my passion. This is Mars. This is like the root chakra. This is like manifest this stuff. I'm the emperor. The kings come to me. I don't go to them. They come to me. They pay me homage. All right. You know, I'm undecided. Okay, here we go. When I say I am in you, I'm undecided which way to go, but I'm going to get really clear and I'm going to be able to rebalance stuff, to go on a new road that's full of abundance and freedom and joy and happiness and fertility. And I'm going to get going on it, even though I haven't been there before. And I'm going to learn new things and I'm going to try new things. I'm in charge. Nice reading. Empowering. Feels empowering. You know, and I have 4 major cards. And, you know, I have the Fool, the Empress, the Emperor, and the Chariot. The Fool is about anything can happen. The Empress is about abundance and fertility. The Emperor is about stability and practicality. And the Chariot's all about spirit being behind you and with you and confidently going after what it is you want. Really nice. Really nice. All right. Well, those were the June readings for all signs. And have a lovely, lovely, lovely June. Thanks for staying with me, Seascape. It was an interesting little mix, right? Overall, pretty positive energy. I didn't really get a lot of like really weird cards. There's a lot of like spiritual interior work that a lot of people are going to have the opportunity to access, to work with, to change through. Yeah, I do too. I read them sort of as a collective in a way. So, and what we got a lot of was the King of Swords, who like takes no prisoners. He just cuts stuff out. He's a butcher. What else did we get a lot of? We got the Three of Cups, joy. We got that quite a bit. We got this, trust my heart and my head, trust my heart and my head. We got that a lot. And that's all about trust your heart. What else came up a lot? The Emperor. The Emperor's in charge. The Emperor makes things manifest in this reality. It's the energy of Mars. I desire and I act and I do and I delegate. That's who I think came up really a lot. Temperance came up a couple of times. Balance, you know, spiritual balance. I don't think anything, well, yeah, those are the ones I think that came up the most often, right? So it should be a very interesting month. And I'm going to get to work on all my new things, but I'm going to take a nap first or lay down or whatever. Because I'm kind of like, I mean, if somebody scheduled a reading right now, it's like, oh, let's do it now. But in any case, blessings to everyone. And if anyone is watching this and would like to be a guest on my channel to talk about spiritual things, to talk about, I don't know, maybe things that they offer, you know, like healings or numerology, astrology, etc., I'm open. I'm open because it'd be fun to have new people around. All right. Blessings. Have a lovely June. See you soon. And bye. Now, I have to put on the glasses because otherwise I press the wrong button. End stream. Good. It's this big, you know. Bye.